What's up, everybody? Mike here with Hardcore Italians, back with another episode. I'm here with Joe and Giana today. How you guys doing?
Good. What's going on, Mike? How you doing?
Doing well, thanks. Happy to be back. Hey, Joe, welcome.
How you doing, Carla?
Yeah, welcome, Joe. So why don't you let everyone know a little bit about you, like your Instagram, what you got going on?
Yeah. So my name's Joe. Obviously, I'm from New Jersey. I started making TikToks and videos about the Jersey Shore. If anyone's from Jersey, already know. DJs, all about DJs. So yeah, I mean, I just started making TikToks about a year ago. I made one TikTok about going to DJs. Being Italian. It's like the place for all the Italians to go from Jersey, and Barstool actually picked it up and posted it, and from there everything blew up. So, from there on out, I just post videos about being Italian, doing things, the heritage, everything like that, and I'm lucky enough to team up with Hardcore Italians, and yeah, I'm happy to be here.
It's awesome, man. Didn't they call you too the King of New Jersey?
The King of the Jersey Shore. Yeah, there's a few nicknames. That's one of the better ones. Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's
an awesome nickname.
yeah, what a compliment. Like that's one for the resume for sure. Wait, so it was just the one video and they picked it up right away, or did you make a few and they kind of got a hold of it? How did it?
Yeah, so basically, I used to always like post little things on Instagram. I probably had maybe like 2,000 followers, and all my friends were like, dude, you gotta make you gotta go out there and make bigger videos. And I never really took it that serious. I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought they were just like hyping me up. So when TikTok started coming around, I was like anti TikTok. I'm like, I'm not downloading that. I saw things like that the Chinese people are hacking into the phones. I'm like, that's why I never got it. So eventually, obviously, I got suckered in and I downloaded it. And I was making a few videos here and there. They're probably getting like 300 views. So it was Memorial Day weekend last year. I was driving down to the Jersey Shore to Belmar, and I was like, I'll just make a video real quick, like whatever. So there's actually a famous video for those who've seen. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's like from, I don't know, maybe like I want to say 1990s. It was like all like four juice heads in a car, and they were like going to DJs in my car, BELMAR, and it was like big. And growing up, my mom and dad actually met at DJs. You're
Oh my
talking
God.
like, yeah, like
Wow.
1987 or something
Yeah, I
like
was
that.
gonna say DJs
And
is huge, huh?
yeah,
I feel
no,
like
it's
I've seen a
big
lot of
time in
people post
Jersey.
about it.
Yeah, like if you're from Jersey, you've never been to DJs, I don't know what you're doing with yourself, but it is a place where you just get lost. Like you walk in, it's not even that big of a place, but I'm talking like you're talking like you're a sardine in this place. You know what I mean? It just mayhem. When you first walk in, if you're not like a few shots in, you're gonna be like, oh, this place is terrible. The place sucks. You take one shot, and I'm telling you right now, you're in heaven on earth. The place is just insane. Yeah, you guys got to come to Jersey, and you guys got to try it out. I'm telling you right now. But long story short, so I made a video, and I was like, yeah, it was supposed to rain all Memorial Day week. It did rain all weekend. So people are like, oh, if it's raining and you don't live at the shore, you're like, oh, I'm not going to the shore this weekend. It's raining. Um, I made a video. I was like, I got people hit me up saying they're not going down the shore or whatever. And I was like, rain, snow, sleet, hail, it doesn't matter. We're going to DJs. And it was just like, so whatever. I posted on TikTok. I'm on my way down to Belmar. I probably got an hour ride. So by the time I got to the house, I got out of the car. This is a true story. I swear on my life. I pulled to my house in Belmar. We rent the house every summer. Like it's like a thing that we do here. So as I'm walking in, my boy's like, "Oh, what's up?" I'm like, "What's up?" The house next door, like everyone hangs on like the front yard. They drink. Like the cops are usually cool. So the guys that are right next door to us, we're just meet them, and they go, "Holy shit, dude, you're the dude from the TikTok." So I go, "What?" He pulls it up. I had my notifications off on it because I nenever really used it, and it
Yeah.
had like, let's just say at that point it was an hour in, like 30,000 views, and I go, "What the?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" I was mind blown. So whatever, like that throughout the night, I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy." People were walking by, going, "Oh shit, you're the kid from," and I'm like, "Dude, this is getting out of hand." Now I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like my boys like, "Yo, we're going big time now." Everyone's like souping it up. And whatever. So we end up whatever. We go to DJs that night. Everyone's coming up to me, dude. That was a great video. That's the new, the video I was talking about. That's the new like face of DJs.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
yeah, you guys are funny. So at this point, it's probably like I want to say over 11 o'clock at night. I'm drunk out of my mind. I'm talking like can't see a thing, right? So I'm on my phone and there's really like no reception in DJs at all. It's like a black hole. I'm on my phone and I get a message on Instagram and it was Barstool Sports and they were like, "Oh, can we have permission to post this?"
Wait, the same night?
The same night, right? At
What
this
an
point,
incredible day for you.
right? Yeah, no,
What?
and it was so crazy because what did I tell you? So I'm sitting there and I'm on my phone at the bar and I'm like this, like trying to look at it. I'm like, dude, I must be so drunk right now. There's no way this is true. So he sent me an Instagram like, oh, do you mind if we post your video like and sign off on it? So I had to like click on a link and like put all my stuff in to say it's okay. So I'm like putting it in. My boy's next to me and I'm like, yo, what's my Instagram name? He's like, what? I'm like, my Instagram is literally Joe_Faccone. So it's not, it's not tricky here.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what it is? It's your name. I'm like, all right, I just want to make sure. So I post it and I like put my phone down. And I'm like, am I that drunk right now or is this real life? So I tell like after like 5 minutes, I'm like, yo, Barcelona, you have to like, yo, no way. So we keep drinking, whatever. So I keep checking my phone now and they're not posting. I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna happen. Like they must have just been messing with me. So I go to sleep, like whatever time it was. And by the time I woke up, I had like 20 missed calls. My phone was blowing up and they posted it like the next morning. And from there on out, it just blew up. And they put the King of the Jersey Shore. And it was just, so from there on out, I've just been making a lot more videos. So.
Dude, that's
an
awesome.
awesome story.
Can you imagine
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
posted it the same night though? That would have been even more
Oh,
like
I think I would
legendary
have
of a
passed out.
day.
Yeah, I would have passed out for sure.
But man,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I still like think about that kind of stuff all the time because with hardcore men, we were like, I'm telling you, I was like posting on Facebook for 3 years, and I remember like, oh my god, 2,000 people saw my post.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Now
now
with like 20,000
oh
people
my
viewing, I'm like,
God.
damn, that must not have been a good video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Now these
Gianna, I know.
stories today,
I know
man.
you know what I mean, right? It's like,
Yeah, it's
How the tables have turned. So
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
Crazy.
So sometimes I hear these stories, I'm like, I can't believe it. But
yeah.
dude, since we're talking about Jersey, real quick, what do you think of like Jersey Shore, just the show, and just you know what I mean, just your opinion as someone who's actually from Jersey?
Yeah, so obviously when the Jersey Shore came, I'm 27 now. So when it came out, I was a little bit younger, and I was a big fan of it. You know what I mean? And like every I think it was Thursdays they called it Jersey Days, and
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to watch it. I went to the Shore store back in the day. I was actually like the line in the Shore store. I don't know if you guys ever like been to Seaside, but that line used to be hours, like all the way down the boardwalk just to get in. My dad, he was just one of those like Italian guys where he didn't care the line. We ain't waiting in the line. Don't worry about the line. You know what I mean? And somehow we got in. I don't know how, but we got in. So I ended up like getting a shirt made by like Jay Wow. I'll never forget that. I don't know where the shirt is. I wish I did, but yeah. I mean, a lot of people they hate the show. They think it like gives Jersey a bad name. I disagree. I mean, not a lot of them. I think only one really is from Jersey, Sammy. The rest are just from all over. But I think that in a way, it kind of put Jersey on the map in a different way. Whether you want to look at that as a bad way or good way, but like I'm a fan of the show. I think that like even now they have like the family. What is it? Family Vacation or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Italy. I didn't watch that though.
Yeah, it kind of changed a little bit, but like I'm not a guy like now. If I sit down, I'm not gonna watch it every week. But if it's on, I don't care to watch it. I'm definitely. To meet any of them would be cool. You know what I mean? So Sammy actually, she goes out a lot. Like, not so much really DJs. I've seen her maybe once or twice there, but like, there's another bar Headliner. It's a big club down here, and she's there all the time. So it's cool. But I'm definitely not one of the haters from Jersey that are like, that show
I
is
get ya.
stupid. It makes us. I used to they used to go to Karma all the time. I used to go to Karma for the teen nights. I was not old enough yet, but I was living the dream. Like, yeah, where they at? Where's Paulie at?
Yeah.
It's cool that you grew up in Jersey during the era of Jersey Shore. Like that's
Right.
cool that you have like
Yeah.
firsthand view of it all. I
Absolutely.
actually have a lot of family in Jersey. My dad lives in Jersey.
Oh, okay.
And I have a ton of family in Staten Island too.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I've never been to Jersey Shore till this day. And like all
Really?
my cousins go up the shore for the
Yeah.
summers and I've never been.
Yeah, so Seaside is kind of like that's where the show was filmed.
Uh-huh.
They're like cleaning it up. It's kind of like a dump, to be honest. Like for the longest time, it was pretty bad. Like it was just not a place you want to like go. You know what I mean? Like other than the clubs, but the boardwalk and stuff like that. But they're starting to clean it up now to make it like very good. But you have to come. You have to go to Belmore, like or even Headliners.
Noted.
You come this summer, I got you. You get the VIP package. Don't worry about it.
Nice. All right.
You'll
All
be
right.
good.
Done.
Yeah, man. The state of Jersey just has to pay you, bro. Just you're like doing marketing for
You're
them.
the hype man.
Yeah.
Making me want to go now, dude.
I'm telling you, you guys would have a blast there. And like going back to DJs, it's all like Staten Island is big in DJs. Like it's like a joke. Like, oh, you're from Staten Island. I like the Jersey to Staten Island thing is like a rival. I don't care. I got a lot of friends in Staten Island, but there's like a rival there of like
Yeah.
who's more. It's just it's a funny thing.
But the bar scene is definitely fun over there, it seems.
Oh yeah, bar scene is the Jersey Shore bar scene is a good time, no matter where you go. So
All right, now I gotta go. This is so fun.
Yeah,
Like
you
summer
got it.
just started. What are we doing
yeah,
here?
heck, I know.
Yeah, for real. That's what I'm
But the
thinking.
clubs that they used to go to on Jersey Shore, the Karma and Bamboo, they both shut down. They're not there anymore. They're actually condos now.
Oh, wow.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, they had a good run, but I guess all good things come to an end, right?
Yeah. That's true.
Definitely.
Except hardcore Italian. This thing's gone.
Hopefully, man. Trying my best. All right, Gianna, you were talking about a topic earlier about birthday money. So I want
Yeah.
to get into that. You were saying that Italians pay on their birthday. Is that more of like a actual Italy thing?
So I don't know, but that's definitely something my family has always done. Um, my last time I like really celebrated my birthday was right before COVID, and my family has an Italian restaurant in Chicago, and I was like, I just want to have my girlfriends over at the restaurant and just do like a little party in the back. So there's about 10 of us, pretty hefty group, and my aunt was there, and she's the owner of the restaurant. And she doesn't bring us out just like all one pasta dish for ourselves. It's like literally everything that the restaurant makes, she brings out, and then some, and then some. She's like, oh, I got these cannolis down the street. I'm like, Aunt Sarah, what about the cannolis that we have at Amici? Like, why don't we have cannoli here? And she's like, these ones are better. Don't tell anyone. And I'm like, we shouldn't be saying that about your own restaurant, but okay. She like treats us above and beyond always. And then all my friends, like I can already tell that they're like, wow, Gianna, this is a lot of food here that we didn't order. And then as we're leaving, she like, just like, all right, everyone, I love you guys. Have a good night. We'll see you later. And of course, my friends, all like lovely American girls, are just like, oh, what about the bill, Aunt Sarah? And she's like, oh, no, it's okay. Ciao, goodbye. And it was just hilarious because all my friends tried sneaking money like in her back envelope behind the bar, and she wouldn't have it. And she just told everyone to leave. And I made a TikTok on that because I just had to. Like, how many times does that happen?
Yeah.
And that one went off, and people were just like, wow, my family has never done that before, or oh my gosh, you got all free stuff for what? But that's something that my family's always done. It's like, if it's your birthday, you are not the one to pay. If it's your birthday, you are the one to pay. Like, you're having a party, you're not going to expect other people to pay for the party. You have to pay for it. That's always how it's been. It's weird. And my aunt in that case, she was like, I'm paying on behalf of you tonight. So she's very kind about that.
You got good friends. My friends would
lucky.
never throw money.
Oh my god! Oh no! All of them were like, "Wait, what's happening?" And my aunt was like, "Nope, this is Gianna. I'm paying for Gianna. Done. Goodbye."
Oh wow.
Yeah. She's awesome. But that's always kind of how it's been.
I feel like with my family, it's kind of funny you wanted to talk about that because literally last week it was both my dad's and mom's birthday. They have birthdays like 2 days apart. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of weird because it's like, if anyone ever asks me to hang out or something, I'm like, I can't, I'm busy. It's my dad's birthday. Then we'll be like, all right, how about tomorrow? I can't, I'm busy. It's my mom's birthday. They think I'm
I'd be like, oh, you're just making this up.
Yeah, I kind of, it's kind of weird with that, but it's just funny because I feel like my dad just always like wants to pay, like, you know what I mean? It's, I don't know what it is with our family, but he just like, could be his birthday, my mom's birthday, and my birthday. Like my dad just like, it doesn't even have to be a birthday. He just always like wants to be the one paying. You know what I mean? Totally. So I don't know if it's like a respecting with him or something, but he just like, you know what I mean? So I know like for my mom's birthday, we literally went to the restaurant beforehand, bought a gift card, and then like, cause I'm like, you have to use it. You know what I mean? We don't want them treating twice in 1 week for like a birthday. So it's like, we had to run to the restaurant beforehand and like sneak it to finally like get them to use it. But it's kind of funny. I don't know. How is it in your family, Joe? Are you kind of
Yeah, so that's exactly how I was forever. Like I would never pay. You know what I mean? And now,
Mhm.
my birthday was in March, so a couple months ago. But now it's like she's like, "Oh, where do you want to go for your birthday?" So I used to, you know, always pick the best restaurant. I'm like, "Oh, it's my birthday. You know, we got to go through nice." You know what I mean? And now it's more of like, okay, if we go out to dinner, whether it's my birthday or not, my mom would be like, now I got a job, I live on my own and stuff like that. She's like, all right, well, I paid last time, so I think you're up, right? You could treat your mom, right? All I've done for you, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
stuff like that. All I've done for you
Guilt
for
trip.
27 years, you got me, right? Just one dinner. But other than that, yeah, I've never had to pay on my birthday. That's the only thing I could say. That is, I feel bad for you.
Fair.
I feel bad. That is,
Yeah.
Fair.
I've
To
never, I
be
actually,
fair,
I,
I didn't even dish out money that night. My aunt dished it out on my behalf, so I was like,
right, yeah. So you
okay,
got lucky, yeah,
okay, I'm gonna take that.
yeah.
Thanks,
That's crazy.
Trisha.
I
Wait,
feel like
I'll tell you what
Yeah.
though, when I have kids, I'm gonna be like, yeah, no, you guys are paying on your birthday. So,
Yeah.
if that was my case, I'd be going to like McDonald's or something like that. I'm like, listen, dollar menu only, we can celebrate with cheeseburgers, we're good. Or I'll just cook
Oh,
myself,
too
either one.
funny.
Yeah, I feel like I might have heard they do that in Italy though, where they pay their own. I feel like it's an American thing where we don't pay for people's birthdays or something.
Right.
And I feel like I've definitely heard
Yeah.
it before somewhere, but that's
I
awesome.
know. I
That's crazy.
think you might be right. Yeah, it's almost like oh, it's my birthday. It's my treat to take everyone out and
Right.
me have a good night.
Yeah.
So,
Make sure everybody has a good time on your birthday.
yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, speaking of money, we have another topic, things Italians spend their money on. I think Joe, you were saying you like this one?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I would love to. Definitely, like I said, like obviously right now, if you can see in the background, I'm watching the Stanley Cup game here. One thing
Yeah.
we definitely spend our money on is definitely gambling. We always try to double that money easy. You know what I mean? We were at least me. I work to gamble, so you know what I mean. And
Yeah.
if it's a good week, it's a good week. What about you guys? What do you guys think?
You worked to gamble. Wait, how much you got in the game tonight then?
I got so right before we started this, I had to put money on the Avalanche to score first. It's 0-0 right now, so far we're doing good. But I put 200 for the Avalanche to score first, and I got 500 on the Avalanche to win tonight, and then I put whatever I won. I think it's like 8 and change, like whatever I had in my account on the website on Avalanche to win the series in the beginning. So if they win tonight, it would be a good day.
Go
Very good.
Avalanche. All
I'll be
right,
going
here we
down to
go.
the to celebrate out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, fingers crossed for you. Damn, that's awesome. I mean, that's a good amount to be betting. So, damn.
Yeah, I mean,
But it is a Stanley Cup too. So,
exactly. Yeah, I don't know how good the camera is, but I'm sweating right now with the game in the background. So we'll see what happens.
I also like betting, Joe, a lot.
well,
My dad
Really?
and I would literally go to the racetrack, like the horse track,
Yeah,
every single week growing up. So I'm like degenerate horse gambler. The
every
Kentucky
Father's Day
Derby.
we go.
Oh yeah, big time. Kentucky
Yeah.
Derby is like a holiday in our family. It's
I love it.
wild.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh no, I was gonna say another thing that Italians spend their money on outside of gambling, which is a lot of money. But like going back to food,
Mhm.
started dating this guy, and I've been bringing him around family. He is not Italian at all, and he just kind of is like a mutt. But one thing that my family likes to spend money on, obviously from my previous story, is food and treating people to dinner, to any kind of sit down restaurant or at home food.
Yeah.
So Joel's been out with us. Yeah, his name is Joel. Try to get
Yeah.
that. Okay, I
You
tell
could
all
have
my
said.
aunts, guys,
Well,
this is Joel. Oh, Joe.
Oh, Joe, nice to meet you.
Joel.
In their head.
Just tell him you got to take the yell out.
Yeah.
It's Joe now.
In their head, they're like, "Yeah, he's
So
not
sorry,
Italian."
sir,
That's
your
you know,
name-
that's what they're thinking.
Yeah, his name is
Name
now
brand.
Joe. But I've been taking him around and out to dinner and stuff, and we've been out, I don't know, a handful of times, maybe like 3 or 4 times, and he has tried to pay for the bill every single time, and he gets
Wow.
so frustrated because my mom pays, my aunt pays, my cousin pays. Someone is always in front of him to pay.
Right.
And that's just something that Italians do. That's
You got
always
to
been
tell him to
done.
take your family out on his birthday, and then he'll pay, right?
Yeah. Hey! There you go.
Yeah, he's gonna say it's his birthday every other week. Should pay here and there. That's cool,
That's
OG.
great.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you gambled either. That's funny. I don't know why I never thought that.
Wait, you gamble on this
No.
game or not?
No. I don't do the sports betting, just like horses. I
Oh,
am in
only
horses
okay, I got
and
you.
poker.
Exclusively horses.
Oh, big poker
Put me-
player.
Texas Hold'em game.
Yeah.
Really?
Night's over. Yeah.
See, when
Damn.
you guys come to Jersey, we can go to Atlantic City. They got all the casinos there.
Yeah, I'm actually a big poker player
Everything's
too.
Are you?
Yeah,
I
love
play
poker.
craps. I play craps and roulette. That's my games.
Yeah, craps is
All
really
right,
fun.
all
I
right.
feel like craps you have the best chance. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it's you have a little bit of control or whatever it is, or you can kind of read a table how it's doing and like
yeah, big time. The vibes are good. Everything's going good.
yeah, I just feel
That's
like
what it's
so many
about.
people with craps they think it's like they're like I don't really understand it and stuff. It's like you don't know what you're missing, you know?
Right.
So I'm glad you said that, man, because that's one of my favorite games. I Hold'em for sure, but with Hold'em I'm like online poker more so. I think that's really fun, but and when I gamble, it's just kind of here and there, you know. Like I'll
Yeah.
just sometimes if there's a game on and like I have some buddies over watching, I'll just be like, all right, let me put $10 on it just to make it interesting.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
I'm not like a super huge gambler. My Nona was nuts with that, with the racetrack and stuff every day.
Yeah.
That was like what he did every single day. And one time too, he hit this bet where the odds were so rare. I think he would go and like put $2 on horses and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
He won this bet one time that was so rare. He put $2 down. I think he won like 2,000 or something. It was like insane.
He must have like an exacta or something.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hit something crazy. He literally was in the
Okay,
newspaper
no.
for like this bet. He didn't tell freaking anybody he hit it. I think somebody like read like his name in the newspaper and like that's how our family found out that he like won this bet. It was crazy, but to him,
That's
he didn't
hilarious.
care. He was just there so freaking much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know.
He
I kind of
deserves that.
yeah, I kind of hit crazy odds too one time with the Kentucky Derby. I put $20 down at a trifecta and it won, like it hit. And I got like $7,000 off of it. It was crazy.
Oh shit.
Crazy story. Yeah. I don't want to
That's
get into too
awesome.
much time, but there's a super weird thing. I wrote about it a bit, so I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but there's a super weird thing with me and my girlfriend. Like she told me one time when we were first hanging out, she told me one time, she's like, I see the numbers 743 in order everywhere all the time.
Oh, you gotta do it.
Yeah. And she told me that, and I was like, okay, it's probably just a coincidence or whatever, you know? So
Yeah.
then the more and more we hung out, she was like, see, 743. And it'd be like just the time whenever we would check, or like, I don't know, it just like pop up in random places. One time like the news came on, the stock market popped up. It said like $7.43 for the thing, whatever. We kept seeing it over and over. Finally, I'm like, all right, it's not a coincidence. It's a weird number, you know. Now I even see it all the time. Like we're texting each other back and forth, like it popped up here, popped up there. It's funny.
Right.
So one time, a couple of years ago for the Kentucky Derby, it was crazy. Like her car was getting bad. Like it was starting to break down. It wasn't reliable anymore. And she was kind of freaking out. She needed a new car for school. And I was out for the Kentucky Derby. And I'm like, screw it. I'm going to throw $20 on 743 in a row to hit.
That is nuts.
Yeah. And so wait, get this. So I do the bet. And then the next day I look at the ticket. The Kentucky Derby is like about to start the final race. The next day, look at the ticket. And I'm like, holy shit, I bet it on the wrong race. I bet it on race one.
Oh my God.
I call my dad. I'm like, oh man, I was like feeling that the number was going to hit for the Kentucky Derby, you know? Dad was like, well, the first race is over. Why don't you check and see if it won? So I'll never forget it. I check when I'm on the phone with him and I see it 743. I'm like, what the hell?
That is.
You are kidding.
I swear to God. I didn't believe it. I'm looking at it. I was like, kind of how you felt, Joe, with like Barstool Sports, how you're like,
Right.
is it
It's
Joe
not real
underscore?
life. Yeah.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like you want to make sure though, because it's like if you put Joe Faccone without the underscore, you would have been screwed, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
'Cause I'm like-
getting nothing from it.
Yeah. So I'm like, I gotta text my girlfriend because I when I bet it, I was like, I'm putting $20 for you as the bet for this number because she didn't care
Right.
about that, you know. And I was like, I had to make sure the number one before texting her because I'm like, if I'm reading something wrong here, I can't get her hopes up like that, you know. But man, it was
7,000. Wow.
yeah, it was crazy. It won $20 won $7,000.
God
you
bless.
didn't even box that bet. That's a straight bet. 743. You know how hard that is, Mike?
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
I know. It's insane odds. We still can't believe it sometimes thinking about it. And like, I don't know, we literally went to car dealerships the next week and she ended up getting a car. and like
Right. Yeah.
it just
Or
worked
at least
out
you
like
stuck to your word.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have an
but
angel watching you in the gambling scene.
I know I should gamble more often because like I don't know, it's weird. When I go to sports games too, a lot of the times I go, the
You
home
got it,
team
man.
wins. It's weird. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Like I've probably been to 100 freaking sports games in my life, and probably 90 times they won. You know what I mean? Like
Well, I'll
my
tell you
odds
what.
are good.
I'm gonna bring you to Jet games because we cannot figure it out. So hopefully you're the answer.
Yeah, I mean I have.
Avalanche game.
Yeah, really. There has been a couple bad ones though. There was one I went to a Bears game and it was Bears Packers and the winner went to the freaking playoffs.
That's a good game.
And yeah, and that was bad though, man. That freaking I'll never forget it. Everyone thought the Bears were gonna win. The whole stadium was like electric, man.
Yeah.
Crazy. Aaron Rodgers throws a bomb. I don't know if you remember Chris Conti on the Bears. Totally blows the coverage. I mean, it was like a last second play. Aaron Rodgers throws a Hail Mary touchdown, and like the Bears lost and didn't go to the playoffs in the whole freaking stadium, dude. It was the loudest stadium I've ever been in to the quiet stadium I've ever been in my whole freaking life. It was nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
at least you guys got to watch him win a Super Bowl though, right? So that's
yeah. That's
I don't know
true,
if I could. I don't know if I'll ever be able to say that. So we'll see.
Yeah, true. I don't know why you guys can't figure it out over there, but
I wish we know. At this point, they should pay me to have. I've seen some tickets for the Jets. They should pay me for them. I think. 'Cause this is not it. It hurts.
So you're not putting any bets on them, I'd assume.
Yeah. Even like I do fantasy football, obviously, and like I used to draft like when Tom Brady was on the Patriots. I draft him because I'm looking to win. So I'd go to Jet Patriot game and I'm like, all right, like I want the Jets to win, but Tom Brady got to at least 3 touchdowns on us. You know what I mean? So he's getting we're getting an interception, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
I feel you. So that's good. You're strategic though about your bets though, like, or do you just kind of
I try.
whatever you're feeling?
I try to do. Yeah, I try to. I'll go on a hot streak, and I'll go. The losing is always more often than winning. I'll say that. I'm not gonna. But when you win, it still feels nice. You know what I mean? But,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel you. Because I got a buddy who works at the warehouse with me, and dude, he's so strategic with his betting, and he's pretty good at it. But he'll know, like, all right, this is for sure gonna happen. I'll put $5 on it, and then like I'll use that money, and I'll put that towards a bet that's not likely that's gonna happen. And then, but I think it's got good odds, and then he's like parlaying it, and then it's like he's like, yeah, I won $500. It's mainly football he does it with, but.
Right. That's exactly what I do too. Like I said, when I bet on the Avalanche to win a series, I put whatever I had in my account. I'm like, all right, I'll just take a random number, like whatever it is. All right, just put that whole thing on. Because at least that's money I won, even though I've definitely lost some along the way. But that's money that I have. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm confident. So, But Gianna, going back to what you said about like to spend the money with the food, I don't know about you guys, but when I still lived at home, when my mom went food shopping, it was like, she would just buy everything. Like, you would think she's feeding an army, like all the food she's buying. Like, I go food shopping now and I live here. I have a girlfriend too, but she has like her own place. But I'm like so like strategic about what I'm buying. Like, is that on sale? I don't need that. When I was growing up, my mom would just literally everything's in the cart. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you want this, you want that. The fridge would be full at all times. God bless her. You know what I mean? But
that's
it wasn't.
Italian moms with food for sure. Just oh my god,
I feel like that's
cooking it, buying it. Italian moms make sure you're fed. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
Were you gonna say something about that, Gianna?
No, I just miss a good home cooked meal. I haven't been home by my mom in so long now.
The worst thing I ever did was move out. I hate this.
Yeah, right? Like, what the hell? Being an adult sucks.
Yeah. I don't know if I made a TikTok about moving out, and it's like literally I got my own place, but you could be at my parents' house in 5 minutes. So it's like,
oh, so you're lucky,
I'm constantly good with food. Yeah, I was like, I gotta stay close. I'm like, if I'm 20 minutes, I'm probably like, it's not convenient.
Yeah, I'm like 35 minutes, and my mom's like, oh, you want to come overnight? I'm like, man, I don't know. Do I want to drive? Like traffic. Yeah, what are you making this? I'm like, all right, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
What are you making?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. She'll like, me and my sister will come over or something, and just the amount of pasta she has is like just nuts for the two of us. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know, I'm getting sent home with leftovers, and I have like 3 Tupperwares filled with leftovers. I'm like, Mom, I live in a place alone. Like, I'm not gonna, literally. What am I gonna do with like? And the Tupperwares are good for like 2 meals for me, So I got like 3 Tupperwares, 2 meals each. I'm like, I can't eat pasta like the same meal 7 days a week. Like,
I love that.
It's crazy. Or like with buying food, it could be anything. Like my dad always messes with my mom. He's like, do we really need 4 bottles of ketchup in the house?
Right. But you never know. You might as well have it. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but they know how to
Anything can
find
happen.
yeah, I feel like they know how to find the deals though. Like it's on sale and they know they're gonna get it
Right.
anyways, and like they're smart about it, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Really smart. So, okay, so now we're talking about like when kids come home and like what our parents cook for us. What about if you have like company over who is not in the family, or even like another relative? What do your parents do for that? What does your mom do? Maybe.
Well,
Go ahead, Mike. You can go first. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, because it kind of touches on what I was last saying. It's she's the same way, like always overdoing it. Like if we go out to eat, we're ordering like 10 appetizers. We're like,
Yep.
if we're eating at the house, we're ordering like, or not ordering, we're like just making a bunch of sides, bunch of meals. And it's funny because my sister's boyfriend is an Italian, and they're like, it's funny because we make fun of each other. Like he's a jokester and stuff, but for his parties, like like someone walks around with a pen and paper, and they're like, "How many hot dogs you want? How many hamburgers you want?"
Oh,
Like,
yeah, no,
keeping
yeah.
freaking track.
Make
You
them
know what I
all.
mean?
Make 'em all.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, so every time like we're out, like he's over or something, like he's a ball buster. He's always saying like, you know what I mean, making the jokes about like feeding the
Yeah.
army, like you were saying, Joe, and stuff, because it's just so different. It's like, you know what I mean? We don't eat
Yeah.
like there's just so much leftovers, and they're such the opposite way, but that's how they are. They're always just with the leftovers and making more than enough.
Absolutely.
Totally.
That's it. My mom's the same exact way, especially if like companies coming over. Like she has to outdo everything. You know, she's up if they're coming over at 6 o'clock at night. She's up at 6 o'clock in the morning, cleaning the whole house, getting everything ready. You know, she'll come into my room. Well, when I lived at home, she'll come into my room and be like, "Clean the room up." I go, "Bro, my one friend's coming over for dinner. That's it. Yeah, it's not that we don't have to. Yeah, making the chicken cutlets. Does he eat this? Does he eat that? I'm like, you know, and like you said, she just cooks everything, and I used to feel bad for my friends because they'll come over for dinner and they'll eat a little bit and they're like, oh, like I'm good. And I was like, no, have a little bit more. You gotta have a little bit more. We gotta get, you know what I mean? Like it was always, yeah, it's just I don't understand the logic. Maybe when I have kids, I'll understand more of it, but it's like you always got to go all out. You know what I mean? And even like you said, out to eat, it's like, you know, oh, we want the wings, we'll get the wings. And someone's like, oh, well, you know, I wanted the clams. Oh, all right, we'll get the clams too. You know, I'll have some of that. I'll have one or two, and then one or two turns into, you know, 3 or 4. It's great though. I wouldn't want it
Yeah.
any other way, to be honest.
I was gonna say the same thing, bro. I love it. Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't have it any other
Yeah.
way. It's the
Right.
best. Like, it's better to be like sent home full than
Right.
hungry. So
Yeah. Like
I
you ever
get
like eat at
Totally.
one of your friends' house that aren't Italian, and it's like the complete opposite. And you're like,
it.
you know,
Yeah. They serve one thing and then you don't like it or something.
Right,
And
yeah.
then you're
That's
like,
all you get. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, this is nice.
It's like, wow, all right, yeah, no, it's delicious. Yeah, you go home, you like hug your mom a little tighter. You're like, you know how good you cook. Yeah.
oh my God. Yeah, I
Or-
don't know.
Too
Like
funny.
the thing with the pen and paper baffles me, man. Like
That's
just something-
hilarious.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
my family would never do that. They would just be like, all right, we're cooking 50 hot dogs, 50 hamburgers, and there'd be like 10 people. Like they don't care.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
That being said, though, like I have one uncle, my uncle Joe, who we joke with because we always say that we're going to sign him up for that show Chopped on Food Network channel
Yeah,
because he can make literally anything out of nothing. And he's the type of guy who like doesn't throw out any leftover food. Like he's never a waste. Like he's not gonna waste anything. So like let's say, you make 10 hot dogs and you have 2 hot dogs left over. The next day he'll make a whole meal out of the hot dogs and it'll be
Right.
delicious.
yeah.
So that's like another thing I kind of look up to my family for is even if they treat a lot, nothing goes to waste. They'll find a way to use it and it'll be delicious the next day.
Absolutely. I'm
I love
actually
it.
the same exact way. I love to cook too. So it's like leftovers. I literally right now in my fridge have leftovers of pasta, like you said, in container from my mom's
Nice.
house. Literally in the fridge right now. So I ate it like an hour before we started this.
and you still
And there's still more.
enough.
Oh yeah, there's still
Yeah,
more.
see-
I got another 2 days of pasta with me, so I'm good.
That's great.
Yeah, so you get it then, man. That's how it is. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, like I don't know. It feels like you're not doing anything. You grab the container and you eat, and it's like still there. It's like, oh
Yeah.
man, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. When there's like leftovers after you eat the leftovers, like it's nuts, man. It's just
Yeah.
hilarious. But it's got to be an Italian thing. I don't hear too many other people doing that.
No, you definitely don't. Speaking of pasta, I don't know about you guys, but to me, right? Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know, but to me, even though pasta is pasta at the end of the day, right? Macaroni is macaroni. whatever shape the pasta is, it's different taste. You understand what I'm saying? Like penne to linguine, it might look it is the same, but it's not even close to flavor. You understand what I'm saying, or am I crazy here?
1000%. I know, I don't know about you, Gianna, but yeah, I mean, it depends on the sauce, depends on the way you make it, but yeah, 1000%. I mean, Gianna, you're more of a cook, and your family comes from that background too. So I'm curious your opinion.
No, I mean, I totally agree. I, for example, would only eat pesto with like a short noodle. It could be penne.
Right.
It could be like a rigatoni, but I'm never putting pesto on spaghetti just because
Right.
icky.
It just wouldn't.
Yeah,
You don't think
It's
about that, but
like it's like you have penny vodka. You don't have linguine vodka. You don't have spaghetti vodka because it doesn't go. Right. Certain things go with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
totally couldn't agree more. It's a
Right.
weird concept, but
it is a
gotta
weird.
hand it to you.
I was
You're
gonna
right.
say, why is, yeah,
I feel
trying
like
to
people
think
don't
of,
talk
why
about that
is
enough.
that?
Yeah.
No, you're right. Cause even, I don't know, my mom, like when I was living at home, every Sunday dinner, like we would have, I would always want spaghetti with her sauce,
Right.
Mhm.
like I always the spaghetti. My dad was like, "Can you mix it up and do something different?" I'm like,
It
you know
just
what
it
I mean?
goes. Yeah. She's like, oh, I don't
Yeah.
have spaghetti. I got angel hair. No, I don't want it then. We don't
Yeah,
want
my
it.
dude
Yeah. Pick
hates
something
angel
else.
hair. It could be the same sauce, but he like refuses to eat it, but he like wants to mix it up too. It's like, so yeah, I know what you mean. Like, and yeah, I can never, when you said pesto with like linguine or spaghetti or whatever, like, oh my
It
God,
doesn't even sound right.
it
No, it's
just, I never,
weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't sound right. Like I never tasted it, but it just like, it sounds like
Yeah.
gross almost, bro.
I wouldn't want to taste. If I saw it on the menu, I'd be like, what? Yeah.
Dude, what are you guys' thoughts real quick on Alfredo sauce?
I personally never eat it. Like, not even that I don't like it. I just
Yeah.
never eat it. If it's on a menu, I don't even look twice.
Yeah, I feel like when I was younger, I would eat a little bit more, but now it doesn't do anything for me. Like, I feel like it's too heavy almost. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
feel, and I'm not one to like really care about, like bloating or anything like that. But when I eat, I just feel weird. Like, it just doesn't, to me, it's just, I don't know. I've never met somebody that was like, Alfredo like that. We gotta have Alfredo sauce. You know what I mean? I've never met it until I meet somebody. I'm gonna be okay with the fact that I'm not really that big of a fan of it. Even like
Yeah,
like
for
chicken
sure.
Alfredo, anything. It just I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm asking you because I don't like it at all for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And dude, there's this Italian restaurant that's fire by me. John, if you ever had a Capri in Burridge, it's,
I don't think so.
oh my God, you guys gotta have it. It's amazing. And like 10 out of 10, like Italian food, Italian pasta. And we go there like whatever as a team with hardcore one time. And my buddy Santo, he orders like the fettuccine Alfredo. I'm like, dude, are you even Italian?
Yeah. What the,
I still roast him to this day. I'm like, dude,
give
I don't
him his
even
own
know.
check. We're not
Yeah.
paying for it.
Yeah, for real.
And-
So I was like, but he was like, no, it's good. I don't like but it's just like, that's why I was curious your guys' opinions because I bust his
Yeah.
balls about it all the time. Like to me, that like no matter what you put it on, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
mess
it's
with it.
weird. I don't know. I feel like like
Yeah.
fettuccine is usually right. Like fettuccine Alfredo is usually
Yeah.
how you would see it. I don't know.
As far as the other stuff, like I feel like rigatoni and vodka sauce is really good.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. There's certain combinations that are like fire.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
gabardine broccoli, right? It's not like I guess that one maybe you can mix up a little bit, but still, it's like just it goes.
Mhm.
Like I don't know who made that rule, but it goes. So
No changing it.
yeah, no, you can't change it now. Too late.
Yeah. Also with fettuccine Alfredo, like obviously it's Americanized and it did not come from Italy. That being said, I still love like chicken parmesan, which also is
Right.
Americanized and didn't come from Italy. But fettuccine Alfredo essentially is the same thing as macaroni and cheese.
If you look, yeah, that's actually a great point.
Am I
That is
right?
actually a great,
Like
right.
I can eat easy mac all day.
All
All
day long,
day.
yeah. But throw like
Fettuccine
the
Alfredo?
word Alfredo in there, no good. That is
Yeah,
fun.
I'm with you. That's a good comparison. No,
I never
God.
even thought of it like that. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, I know. You just blew my mind because I never thought of that
Yeah.
either.
I'm gonna go to a nice restaurant, but you guys have mac and cheese here. Like what? What is it? Unless there's lobster in there. Like I don't understand now.
Yeah. Oh
That's
my
funny.
God. Yeah. All right, though, guys. That's all the topics we have for today. Thank you guys for linking up. I want to see a TikTok from one of you with that
Yeah.
pasta shape.
Yeah, no, something gotta be
Comment.
done.
Joe, speaking of
Yes.
that real quick too, before we end off, I got to see a little
Yeah.
more Italian TikToks from you, man, and Instagrams, you know.
I got you.
The
I've been
Manscaped
slacking
ones
lately.
are good, but and I don't know how you keep coming up with new Manscaped.
I'm running out of ideas. If you guys have ideas, let me know.
There's one thing you could do with one of those Manscaped razors. I don't know how you keep putting out the TikToks with those, but props, man. Major
I
props.
appreciate
So
it.
good.
I
Thank
love
you
your
You
Italian.
guys.
I
Those are good too.
I know.
appreciate
And
it.
dude,
It
hey,
was nice to meet you too, Gianna.
Joe,
No, this is so
thank-
fun.
yeah, thanks for coming on and getting involved. And
Yeah,
dude, I'm telling you,
absolutely.
I love your stuff, bro. Just like I said, your Italian TikToks are fucking hilarious.
I
I
appreciate
like
it.
to
Thank
your
you.
attitude, bro. Like you're not afraid to take a little hate in the comments and stuff.
No, that's the best part of the whole. I love that. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
I sit there and I'm sitting there and I just scroll like, oh, these are great. These are fantastic.
Yeah, because sometimes we put people on the page and they're sensitive. We feel bad if people are commenting bad or whatever. But with you, I feel like it fires you up, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
Like-
love it. That's what keeps me going. I'm like,
Yeah.
like this kid would hate if I make another. I gotta make another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like you double down when that happens, man. I love it. It's
Absolutely.
awesome. So keep up the good work. And Gianna, too, with you, I mean, I don't have to say anything. You're just constantly plowing them out all the time, no matter what you got going on in your life, which is awesome. So
Yeah, Gianna, you should have been a professional actor. I'll tell you. The way when you do the
I'm trying.
yeah, she's
you do like the
trying.
no, like, oh no, you kill it. I'm serious. That is good.
Appreciate
with that.
you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Means
Yeah.
a lot.
Mhm. But yeah, guys, it's been a
Cool.
fun night. Joe, rooting for the Avalanche for you. You got to keep
Thanks,
us
man.
posted
Appreciate it.
after the show. What happens?
Dinner on me if we win. Dinner on me.
Hey.
I'll take that. All right, guys. I'll talk to you.
I appreciate
All
it. Man.
right. Bye, guys.
Bye.